the title, so I had to quickly type up one. If a mod wants to change it, feel free to. But let me send out my biscuit. I did say Holmes and not Watson, right? Alright. But yeah, hello. We are gonna be playing some Mysteria today. We should be finishing Holmes's route today. I remember looking up like a playthrough of Holmes's route, and like there were just like 2 30-minute videos left of Holmes's route, so we should be finishing it today. Might not finish the epilogue, but we'll see. Imagine being forced into Watson's route again. That's torture. That's like a form of cruel and unusual punishment, I think. Someone commits like a crime or whatever, instead of sending them to jail, you just make them play through Watson's route. Every time they commit the crime, they make you play it again. But in like slow-mo. So every crawl of the dialogue is even more irritating than the last. It's like that one idea I had. I don't know if I talked about this on stream. I remember I made a tweet about it. It was like, you know those people on YouTube that will like get in fights in the comment section over something, and how there always seems to be like this one person that is always in the comment section, and like their opinions suck and they're wrong about what they're saying and they're lame, but they continue to pick fights with people in the comment section. And so I was like, I think every time someone gets like what's the word? Oh, God. When like someone keeps saying something and they keep getting like downvoted in a YouTube comment section, and like every person responding to them gets like a ton of thumbs up, I think YouTube algorithm should recommend therapy to them. And like, you can only undo the algorithm's fuck up by watching a therapy video the full way through. I always fight in the comments. Therapy video, now. Yeah, I remember a dude like that fighting in every video that called fairy tale shit. Yeah, I saw this one guy, and that's what got me to think of it. Cause I was watching this one video on YouTube about like tragic deaths. So like, trigger warning for that. But there was this lady that was like disabled, and it showed like her 911 call with the dispatcher, and the dispatcher was like a bitch that like laughed at her while she was dying. And like all of the people in the comments were like, she should get her ass fired. Yo, that lady sucks. She should have never been a 911 dispatcher or whatever. And then there was like this one guy in this one thread that responded to like literally everyone in the comments and being like, no, that was a skill issue on the lady's part for like drowning when she's like disabled and she can't swim. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what made me be like, okay, yeah, therapy? Mr. YouTube, take away this guy's commenting abilities. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't know of anything a fairy tale, just that it's shit. Sorry if I summoned that guy to your VODs. But yeah, and the thing that really got to me was that same guy kept commenting for like 9 months straight. And like when I like, and I was going down the thread, and like his last response was like yesterday when I saw it. And he's like, I respond to everyone because this is a reminder for me not to drive when it rains or whatever. And I'm like, bitch, shut up. I mean, there's a reason why she's calling 111, just saying. And she was a sweet old lady too. Like, she was apologizing for freaking out while she's literally dying. Like what is wrong with you to like decide to like spend 9 months dunking on a dead woman? It makes no sense to me. Like, some people are not going to see the pearly gates, and that type of commenter certainly is one. Like, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, sorry I brought that up, but like, for real, like, they need to be getting therapy videos recommended to them on YouTube. Forced therapy videos. You can't be commenting on that shit, sorry. But anyway, yeah. Reverse therapy is playing Watson's Root. Watson's Root makes you worse. But yeah, we are playing London Detective Mysteria today. We should be finishing Holmes's Route today. So I will probably be making a poll on the Discord. What did Watson do? He sucks. That's a fate worse than death, I think. Damn. he's a cuck. He's a cuck and he sucks. Cuck suck. Anyway. This sounds a little low. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Can you guys hear it alright? Bruce centered his whole life and personality on being a simp. Skill issue, Watson. Yeah, this sounds really low. Where? Oh, yeah, it's on 18. There you go. Okay. How does the game sound now? Does the game sound alright now? Yeah, Watson is the pure epitome of skill issue. Probably. He was too much of a coward to actually openly be a simp, so it was aggravating. Yeah! Yeah, it's okay. Will Watson has been tainted by this rendition. But it's okay, it's his son. So it's not the original Watson. So at least his dad's cool. Maybe. I don't know where he got that from. What? The door's just closed. Yeah, I'm here. What's up? Also, let me change something. And go in my properties. Because it does that every time. There we go. I think his dad was a raging drunk. Oh, right! We were looking for a cat. And then we got onto the roof and then the door was locked. Behind us. So we're locked on the roof. I think his dad was a raging drunk. Or was it gambling addict? I'm not sure. I know he's a doctor. I feel like a doctor probably wouldn't drink alcohol. So I want to say it's gambling. Gambling feels more like something a doctor's vice would be, maybe. Cause I don't know. If I was a doctor or something, like... Even with like my jobs and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm avoiding getting this thing because I know how this thing works. He is also a war veteran, so oh, maybe he needs to drown out the voices then. Maybe. What cruel fate. It seems the lock is broken as well. They broke the lock to force us to talk. The ultimate wing woman. I could hear a muffled marple from the other side. Kobayashi, Emily, nothing's wrong, is there? We're perfectly fine, but is it true that the lock is broken? It's like, oh, I said Kobayashi instead of Holmes. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. It sure has. What a shame, too. I can't see it being a fix for us. I just heard my cousin leave the bathroom. God. What in heaven's name are you gathered here for? Akechi's voice, twinged with suspicion, joined the crowd. The door in the lock has broken, trapping Holmes and Emily on the rooftop. Truly, it is tragedy.
しかしミス・マープル、あなたが手に持っているのはまた屋上の
But, Miss Marple, I can see the key to the door right in your hand. Shame, shame. It can get cold on the rooftop, so we should run off and let the teachers know straight away. We never did hear Akechi finish his sentence. Akechi? Did something happen? He's doing fantastic. In fact, he has the first to go find someone. Only the best from our class representative. Honestly, it's only a tragedy because it should have been Marple in there with Emily instead. Poor Marple. We'll take care of looking for the ring and Jacqueline till the door's been fixed. Why are you intrinsically familiar with how cold it is on the roof, Watson? Akechi was fucking murdered. Yeah, what are you doing up there? They say idiots love high places. I guess it's true. So you enjoy some private time together, alright? We'll see you again in no time. By all means, relax and enjoy yourselves. If you insist. Thank you. If this was like if this was like reverse, like if this was not an Otome game, they would definitely. Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about. But this give me a flashback to Yumemiru Kusuri. Anyway. After that silence, we truly were left with no recourse but to wait. Yeah, I guess you two have a thing in common. You guys get locked in rooms a lot. If this was reversed, wouldn't this just be the exact same situation? I think I'm happy to not know what that is. Yeah, be happy, be innocent, be free. This reminds me of when we were locked in that storage room. It wasn't the same, thank goodness. We were trapped, but it was outside and on a beautiful day. We could just scale the building, I guess. You know? Even the chill to the air had a positive bite to it. If anything, I felt liberated.
Miss Whiteley.
What is it, son? Right as I turned, I'd lost the will to speak. God, is his hair black or is it gray? I just don't know. Holmes is standing much closer to me than I had expected, and staring with a bold directness at that. I'd felt as if I wanted to shrink on the spot. I was only going to ask if you were feeling cold. It's, bald. He's bald. Why do you seem so surprised? No particular reason. I was reminiscing about the past, and you caught me a bit off guard. It was when we were locked in together. Yeah, don't worry, Emily. We're gonna go get help. Chairs scraping along the ground, noises behind the door. God! Yes, I remember that. He was determined as could be to get out that night, even going as far as to send those emergency signals with my hand glass. I guess that's why her hand glass was actually involved in the plot this time. Because I feel like the hand glass is only ever brought up in Holmes's route. He's been looking after me since the day I enrolled here. And where is he now? Standing right here, still at it. Sounds of heavy chains jingling and being bound around something behind the door, gulping noise of a key. I could see signs of his kindness with such clarity now. It was almost ridiculous. How could I have missed these? You know, thinking back on it, when they were locked in that room that one time, Watson found them very fast. It almost makes you think that he was just kind of there. Part of me felt as though we'd only met recently, and then there was a different part of me who felt as though we had always been there. Sound of the door being soldered to the door frame. Whatever the time it had taken, I knew I changed. Both of us had.
ミス・ホワイトリー、昔を懐かしんでいるところに水を差すようだが。
Miss Whiteley, I regret to interrupt your fond reminiscing, but this does bear mentioning.
君は今のこの状況を理解しているのか?
Do you understand the situation we're in? A boy and a girl with raging hormones stuck on top of a roof?
もちろんよ。
Of course.
鍵が治るまでここで
We're to endure the cold until the door's lock is repaired, yes? Holmes put his palm to his forehead and gave a great sigh. No, Holmes, I still don't understand what color your hair is. We could see the faint plumes of his breath as he did so. You're as careless now as you were then. Well, I never. And that means what?
気づいていないようだが。
Since you haven't noticed, I'll enlighten you. The lock isn't broken. What? But it wouldn't even budge when I tried to open it earlier.
当然だろう。
Of course it wouldn't. It's locked. Get it, Emily? It's cold. That's why we have to make out. It's just a logical thing to do. It's like in all those scenarios where you're like stuck on like a mountain, like with it snowing, and you like go into like a lodge and you're all alone and you're like, oh yeah, guess we better take off our clothes and touch each other to keep us warm. Goodness, you don't think they locked it, do you?
他に誰がいる?
Who else would?
どうしてそんなことを?
But why would they? I mean, frostbite is very much a real thing. Yeah, I've seen it used in so many like fiction stuff, though.
それよりも
What's a way to get our relationship to develop more in this romance? Get them stuck with the threat of frostbite. That's a good idea. Because, by God, you are gullible. You shouldn't be so eager to believe every word someone says. You came out of a blizzard storm. Your clothes is wet. True.
人の言葉を簡単に信じて振り回されて自分が損をすると分かっ
Holmes
ているのに
attempted to shoot his shot, but unfortunately Emily is not smart. I'm sorry you're more sexual in this route, Holmes. You believe before you doubt, and so you let them use you. You stick your neck into things, knowing full well you only stand to lose more than gain.
君のようなお人よしの愚かなレディーは他に見たことがない。
I've never met a woman as naive as you.
また言ったわね。
Don't say it again! So stripping is actually logical, but so is starting an actual fire. Oh no, you got frostbite. We're gonna have to suck the frostbite out. I remember there was something. I forgot what it was from, but it was like someone that like got poisoned. And they're like, oh, you're poisoned. Guess I gotta have to suck it out through your tentacle.
ホームズだって人のこと言えないじゃない。だって。
And you're one to talk like what? As I felt the spark of an argument ready to blare between us, I raised my head to look Holmes in the eye. Yeah, I don't remember what that's from. Yeah, the fact that you know it too. I'm like, where was that from? Yeah, the poison is stored in the balls. It's a good thing he's on a roof so he can easily be sniped by Pendleton. Pendleton's like hanging out on another roof like nearby, as he always is, like every single day, with his sniper rifle at the ready. He was meant to be frowning, or perhaps despairing over my back answers, but that wasn't what I saw. Yeah, so where's James Moriarty? What's going on with him?
そんな君に僕が救われたのも事実だ。
Yes, I suppose you're right. You've helped me You've helped me many a time simply by being who you are. I don't think it was a yaoi dojin. I think it was like a joke thing. Yeah. God, I can't remember where I saw that. Maybe it was like a Twitter post or something. He was smiling the kindest, most gentle smile, even up to his eyes. It wasn't the first time I'd seen him smile like this, but I could count on my fingers the number of times I had. The first time was atop the Tower of London when I couldn't stop crying. The second time was before engaging Colonel Morin, who had made this only the third.
ずっと
Yeah, maybe one of those Twitter comic artists, yeah. No matter how much I tried, you astounded me in every conceivable way.
どうして人のためにそこ
Why'd
まで
you
で
go
き
to
るの
such
か
lengths for others?
どうして
Why go to such
僕
lengths
の
for
ために
me?
そこまで力を尽くせるのか
The sincerity, however, was a first. It was a trial for him to tell me this, for his tone was barely above a whisper, and his nerves vibrated to the imperfect composition of anxious music with every syllable. Yeah, we got the KK Slider music going again. The same would have applied to me as well were I to respond, but I didn't want to miss a beat. He accepted my tears. I wanted to accept his heart.
逆の立場になって
I only had my answer when I was in your position and wanted to help
初
you.
めて分かった僕は
I don't want you to be taken from me by anyone.
僕に容疑が
This
か
is
けら
you
れて
believed
窮
unwaveringly
地
in
に
me,
立たされた時も
even when I was made to be a
刺
criminal,
された時も
even when you were in the path of danger
ずっと
because
信
of
じて
me.
くれたよ
You licked my tears up like some sort of dog.
たとえ君が貴族の人間として周囲に
I
守
never
られ
want
る
to let
立
go
場
of
だと
these
しても
feelings I have for you.
僕は
I understand you have the nobility and that what I feel isn't meant to be, but society be damned. Fuck the rich folk, and I mean that literally. What he said moved me. The intensity at which he touched my heart spread through my entire body and kept building and building to the point where it was nearly painful.
それに気づいたら
Once I noticed that, I found myself forced to face my many inadequacies. I was unreliable, powerless. Oh no, is that a 50 caliber sniper positioned right at you, Holmes? Yeah, what is that? What is that red dot that just appeared on your forehead,
案外
Holmes?
悪くないと思えた
At the time, the thought of relying on others was so humiliating that I would have rather died. Once I was used to it, I started to think it wasn't so terrible. Society,
これも君のせ
the
いだ
homemaker,
ミス・ホワイトに
and I have you to thank for it. Miss Whiteley? Oh, silly me. I'm crying again. Sigh. At least it wasn't the serial killer. The serial killer is coming. He is on his way. He is outside my door right now. I worked to wipe away the tears that fell as quickly as I could, but they seemed to have finally had enough of building up within and refused to stop. Hulker? Homesker? Frolker? How queer.
これはホームズ違う
This is... It isn't because I'm sad. I swear it. It's because...
ああ分かっている
Wait, how did you read it, Maggie? I read it as how queer. I mean, I did misspell it. How queef? How queef? No. Oh no. Not to worry. I know.
僕は君を傷つけ悲しませるようなことは
There, I said it in reality. I would never say anything to hurt you. Holmes's new catchphrase, how queef.
だが君は本当に泣き虫なんだなミス・ホワイトリー
You really do love yourself a good cry, Miss Whiteley.
そんなに泣いてい
If
た
you're
ら
gonna start making a habit of it, you'll have to start drinking more water or you're liable to shrivel up. He thinks he's being inclusive.
悪かったわね
I can't help it. Holmes, make me queef, Watson. This is stupid. I wanted to argue with him all over again, but the tears prevented me from doing much else, and so I sobbed like a child.
私どうしたの
God.
嬉しいのにすごく悔しい
Wah, wah, wah. This is so absurd. I'm elated and angry at the same time. How ridiculous.
上に来る前の私はもっと強くて
Are you sure about that, Emily? I don't think you're right.
人前で涙なんて流さなかったわ
It's awful. Before I came to the school, I was much stronger than this. I didn't cry in front of anyone. I feel like you are very much a crybaby, actually, Emily. Stop gassing yourself up.
あなたにどう思われているのか不安に
Emily, I think you've only been crying since you came to this
臆病でも
school.
なかった
I was never so much of a coward that I would be racked with worry wondering how you thought of me.
嫌われたくないってずっと一緒にいたいってそればっかり考えるほど欲張りなんかじゃなかったのに
And I wasn't a greedy girl. Not so much that all I could think about was how much I wanted to be with you. But I didn't want to be hated by you.
それなのに
But now I'm a mess. You always were a mess, Emily.
ああ、知
I
って
know
る。
that too.
今ならわかる。
I can tell because that's who you
他
are.
でもない。
You're a mess. Holmes slowly extended his hand to me. I closed my eyes, the pinch seeding another swell of tears, after which I could feel something new brush along my cheek. Holmes was caressing me ever so softly when I opened them again. Though my face was tingling with redness, I was cold and sensitive, so it seemed as if the feeling were the center of my world.
ただ、ここで君を泣かせる
Still,
と、
if I'm already making you cry, I've set myself up for my fair share of trouble down the line. Guess I'll have to make you cry in bed next. Tremble in his voice was now gone, replaced with a familiar sigh and sense of resignation. He traced along my skin, wiping my tears away with his thumb all the while, even to the extent of only just touch along the very end of my lashes. Whatever curt thing he said, serious, jest, or otherwise, was nothing to me. The sweetness of his actions told me everything I needed to know. His fingers are freezing.
君の証言によると、君の涙の原因の大半は僕ということに
Judging
な
by
る
your
んだ。
testimony, I would assume I'm correct that I'm the reason you're crying right now. Yeah, it's not very hard for you to make people cry. You're kind of a douchebag.
それなら
Which means I have a duty to dry your tears.
責任がある。
そんな責任って大げさな
That's a rather funny way of putting it. Holmes takes out like a flamethrower. Time to dry your tears, Miss Whiteley.
動くな。
Stay still. Ayo? The thumb which had been along my cheek was now at my chin.
ホームズ
逃げるな。
Don't run away. He held me in place in a slight yet firm manner, refusing to let me go. He's gonna lick them up. Or perhaps he cannot bear that I might leave of my own accord. At least, that's what I thought when I saw that flicker of apprehension. Like a child fearing rejection, beneath a show of confidence.
一緒にいたいと言ったのは、
You're the one who said that you wanted to be with me.
だったら君は
So please, don't run away from me.
僕から逃げる。
I was so tense I'd forgotten how to speak. Emily, I can't hold back. It's just so salty tasty. I wish I could. There's so much more I wanted him to know. Emily, did I ever tell you how much I love salt water? The only thing I could manage was a small, awkward nod.
じっ
Thank you.
として。
I didn't have the confidence my sign would reach him at first, but the flicker I had caught was now nowhere to be seen. Is he gonna lick her eyeball? Very delicately, he raised my chin upwards till all my focus was on him. I was grateful for his lead right then, and I leant into it blissfully. Watson has to stop him from drinking salt water at the beach. Now I'm just imagining him and fucking Cove from Our Life. The two freaks on the beach. I breathed and entwined, melted into one. Holmes is just really thirsty. It's the only tingle that dabbled along my lips as he drew closer. Oh my god. I nearly slipped away due to an instinctive hesitance of the unknown, but by good fortune, his hands were there to support me. He drew closer, and so did I. We were close enough that I could almost... And Holmes knows if you drink enough salt water, he'd eventually reach the point where the water contents outweigh the salt. God damn it, cat! He paused.
今の
Now we're getting cock-blocked by a cat. Wasn't that...
あれは
Was that Jacqueline?
ジャクリン
Thus becoming undehydrated. Yeah, cat blocked. Not cock blocked, pussy blocked. That luxurious black fur and collar were unmistakable. That was the same cat we saw from the classroom window. Let's be real, we care more about the cat than about any cock. But look, his mouth was the very ring we were all in a tizzy for. If you dehydrate yourself enough, you'll gain tolerance to it. And eventually an immunity. Dang. I wonder if I'm at that point yet. Oh my. Cats are irreplaceable. Cocks? Well, they're a dime a dozen. Elio, drink water. I do. I just took another drink as I said that. As any clever creature would, Jacqueline must have caught wind of our plan to take his plaything and slithered across the rooftop in one swift motion. No, Moggy, he's building his tolerance. Don't make me bring you a cool glass of box water. Box water, you say?
どこに逃げられたらホームズの指輪が
Don't think I've ever had box water. If he gets away, that's the last we'll see of Holmes's ring.
早く追いかけないと
We need to catch him. And then Holmes is like, no, I need to get my sloppy makeouts, I don't care. I motioned to dash off after him when Holmes tugged my arm back to him. I want to make out right now.
行くな
Weren't we in the middle of something? Even when I obliged, he didn't let go. He literally said it. I want makeouts now. I don't care about that stupid ring.
ホームズでもあなたの指輪が
Come now, Holmes. You need that ring. He wasn't being particularly aggressive with his grip. Far from it. I was more curious why he would stop me.
振り払おうと思えば簡単にできるのに
If I wanted to shake him off, I could do so with ease. What is he thinking?
僕を見くびらないでくれないかミス・ホワイトリー
I'd prefer if you wouldn't trivialize my efforts, Miss Whiteley.
僕は指輪に頼らなくても自分が優れた探偵であると証明できる自信がある
I don't need a ring to prove my worth as a detective. What I want is sloppy
探偵はどんな些
makeouts.
細な
That's
証拠
what
のチャ
I
ンスを
need.
決して
I shall do as my profession naturally demands. Not even the smallest piece of evidence can scrape past my observations.
そして
Which
僕は
means
今
I've no intention of
目
letting
の
this
前にある
chance
チャンスを
escape me.
逃すつもりはないんだ
By chance? You couldn't mean...
それってつまり
Holmes, that ring is legal documentation that you're a legally qualified detective. Who cares? Oh, but he could. I knew what he was referring to, but I hadn't the trust in myself to indulge it. You'll be out of a job without that ring. It's okay. Emily still got her ring. She'll be the breadwinner of the family. Am I truly good enough for you?
勘違いをしないでく
Good
れ
enough?
僕は
I can never want anyone else.
君がいいんだ
And here I thought I'd had my fill of tears. Here they were again on the verge of bursting through a dam from the pressure. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Twy. Here, I'll hydrate for your tears, Emily. And thank you for taking a moment. But Holmes, it's not trivial at all. It's from
あなたが
Her Majesty.
人から
It's
認められ
proof.
た証
まあそう
Well, yes. It
Sa
puts
suga
no
ni
string in my
neko no
no
omocha ni
spring in my
sareta
step
no
to see it being treated as some cat's toy, certainly. He cast a brief glance in the direction where we had last spotted Jacqueline. He stopped moving.
指輪だ
There it is. What? I followed his line of sight.
本当だわ
You're right.
ジャクリーンが持ち去ったんじゃなかったか
How? Didn't he run off with it? Holmes picked up the ring from the ground, still seemingly mystified by it being there whilst he observed it for authentication. I never let go of my arm the whole time.
なんだ指輪とクッキーのかけらが
What's this? My biscuit crumbs all over. Yep. I knew it. Marple gave him biscuits.
指輪とクッキー
God damn it, Marple. That's odd. But what if it weren't? I thrust my hand into my pocket with a start. They're poisoned. Just like that, the mystery had been solved. The biscuits Marple had gifted me not long ago were distinguishedly absent. The cat stole her fucking biscuit? Huh? How did the cat just steal that from you without you noticing? I could even spot the adorably pink paper they were wrapped in near where the ring had been.
私さっきジャクリーンを探している時にあのクッキーを落としちゃったのね
I wonder if I dropped them as we were searching.
指輪を加えたジャクリーンが飛びつくなんてさすがはマーブルのおばあ様のお手製だわ
The scent must have been absolutely divine for him to be unable to resist with something already in his mouth. They're gonna have to search cat poop for the ring.
つまり僕の指輪はそのクッキーよりも魅力がないということか
I don't know how I feel about my ring being less appealing than biscuits. It's okay, it's just like you, Holmes. And it showed, coupled with the tiniest snarl of his upper lip, his nose scrunched with perplexity.
動物が
I'm
関わる
convinced
と
anew that nothing good comes from socializing with animals.
でもよかったじゃない指輪を取り
I'm
戻
just
せ
glad
て
you have your ring again. All is well. Less appealing than plain white bread.
まあそうだな
Well, I suppose.
今回は君のうっかりに助けられた
Your serendipity solved the case yet again.
運も実力のうちよ私だってやればできるの
My luck is brilliant, yes, but I also have the rare mind to utilize it when it strikes. I cannot pretend to have intentionally contributed to this outcome. It was by some other fortune entirely which made me realize I could help Holmes while standing on my own 2 feet. I had been capable enough all along, and I was overjoyed to discover this capacity within me.
ああさすがだなミス・ホワイトリー
That you do. Well done, Miss Whiteley. Did I mishear him? He actually gave me a compliment? He didn't talk shit about me?
今日は調子に乗るのって言わないのね
I expected something more snide.
それなら僕は君に礼をしなくてはならないな
I wonder how I should go about thanking you.
お礼
Whatever for? The range of his personality continued to surprise me. We met when he was cold, then he went from coarse to considerate, tender, wonderful, and then finally, he was thankful.
そんなの別にいいわよ
It's quite alright, really. It was simple enough.
君は
All you'll need to do
おとなしく僕の気持
is
ちを
accept that my heart is yours. And there it was. Mine? In a confident motion, he drew me to him. It was so unexpected that I stumbled, but he saved me from the fall. He caught me, his arms wrapped fully around me, his fingers pressed along the small of my back, and when he leant closer... Yippee! Wahoo! Kissy G! He thanked me with a kiss. Oh my god, would you get on with it already?
ホームズ私よりも
Finally, that only took 300 hours. You're nearly frozen, you poor thing. I could feel how the winter prickled at his lips. And yet, there was something refreshing to it, as if the dry chill tasted more real than the dewy warmth of spring. Were it anything else, I would have been the first to believe I was daydreaming. Their friends literally had to trap them to make it happen. My god, yeah! At the same instant, something else occurred to me. A kiss wasn't simply a kiss in its appearance, but an entirely new level of understanding. A mountain of contrasts in texture, temperature, and touch. Oh my god, she is like evaluating the kiss by all 5 of the senses. I give this kiss a B-, actually, to be honest. Could be better. How strange. Like the chill and heat of a fever blending together. Honestly, they should have done this for Watson. Yeah. Just make them talk about the childhood thing. Like, come on. His fingers slowly fell upwards till they reached my cheeks again. In time I couldn't conceive, the bite of cold from his kiss melted. The heat stretched through my entire body in an overwhelming wave. Again, the arms which had pulled me so close embraced me. That childlike fear of rejection faded to a hope in need to protect me. And it worked. I no longer felt the winter, nor did I care for what was beyond the rooftop. It was only me and him. And that cat. And the chair that's making scraping noises for some reason nearby. I don't know when he finally stepped back. Did the concept of closing your eyes not occur to you? With that, the silence had been broken. What my eyes were doing was the last thing on my mind. How is he so composed? With the moment over, I nearly preferred the thought of bursting into flames over taming my growing bashfulness. But agony. This may have been perfectly gladsome behavior for you, young man, but my head felt as if it were going to spin right off my neck and float away. She sounds like a grandma. Young man! Must you assume otherwise? I only want to kiss those who are deeply important to me. Oh, so you kiss Watson? No wonder you seem so composed. That means I want to kiss you. Only you. Head attached or off in the sky. That's not a threat, right? I'm not gonna get decapitated, right? Big words from the 202-year-old. Help! He's letting his gore freak slide. I remember. He's a bit of a gore freak. He's like, I would love you, even if your spleen was like ripped horribly out of your stomach and left on display to me. I would kiss it still. Unbelievable. You're a shameless man no matter what you do or say. Watson comes in from the left with a sword. Chops off her head. I suppose I would always be the one dancing circles around him till I was dizzy from the rush of it all. Only if she doesn't let him lick her tears. You better let me lick your tears, or else. I'm of ordinary status, and you're a woman of the nobility. The way the world expects us to live is entirely different. To be fair with Emily, she literally has only had Pendleton to talk to growing up. Yeah. What I'm doing here is no doubt far removed from societal norms. That's what relationships between social classes are. But no matter what others may think of it, I want to be the man who takes your hand. Will you take mine? I love the genuine way he asked me this. Just as you intend to continue your work as a detective, I intend to continue defending my family name. Get it? Holmes is a noble and Emily is a poor broke-ass peasant, so they can't get married, but Holmes is like, nah. Skill issue. There'll come a day when I stand as head of House Whiteley. I must shoulder all that encompasses.
それでもホームズは私に手を差し伸べてくれる？
You would still extend your hand to me knowing this? Yeah, just don't get married to like a guy that gets turned into dough. And we're good. I was fully aware how cowardly it was to answer his question with one of my own.
君は僕の指輪を取り戻してくれただろう。
You were the one who took back my ring. Become dough.
君は僕の誇りを守ってくれた。ならば僕も君の守るべきものを共に守ると
Return
誓
to
う。
the well. You protected my pride. In turn, I swear to protect that which matters most to you. Together with you. He answered as if he'd been waiting to say it the entire time.
ホームズ、私は
Holmes, I wanted to give him that same unwavering trust in return. I was ready now. I opened my mouth to speak.
すまない。
My apologies, Miss Whiteley, but
返答を
might I ask you
3
to
分だけ
wait
待ってくれ。
3 minutes? Is Watson really?
いい加減我慢の限界だ。
I've had just about enough now. What could this be about, I wondered. But the mystery was resolved in less time than requested when he walked to the locked door, which he then ceremoniously kicked open.
いきなり危ないだろ、ホームズ。何言ってんだよ。
Oh, Watson! No! The cup... he really was! Damn, Watson! God, are you trying to kill us, Holmes? What were you thinking? All the cuck jokes paid off. The NTR route is real. He really was in the chair. He was about to wear the Superman outfit.
それはこちらのセリフだ。
I could ask you the same question.
君たち。
Why are you
いつから
watching
ここ
us
にい
make
た？
out? How long have you all been here?
え、
Huh? Let's see now. Well, after Jacqueline, you two...
分かった、もういい。
I've
言う
heard enough.
何
Don't
も
say
言う
another word. Don't even breathe.
見損ないましたよ
I thought you a better man than this, Holmes.
あなたはこうな
What made you think it was appropriate to flaunt your perversions on the academy grounds? Watson's happy to be in the cook chair.
ホームズ、
You can be quite aggressive when you've set your mind to it.
本当に君た
I'm
ちは
not hearing this. I don't want to hear another word. Holmes made the shift from kind to cross in an instant. He was flushed to his ears, even. He's embarrassed now, too, isn't he?
もしかして
He sounds so pissed.
そんなに怒るなよ、ホームズ。大事なのはこれからだろ。
There's no need to to be like that, Holmes. Think about it. The hardest part's still to come.
お前がペンデルトンさんとどう戦うのか、
Oh,
しっかり見届けてやるから。
I'll be with you during your row with Pendleton. You have my full support. You're gonna get murdered. Watson was later found dead.
結構だ。
Your support is neither required or desired. Joke's on you, Emily. I was into that shit.
志半ばで力尽きても骨は拾ってやるよ。
If he kills you, I'm handy enough to build you a gravestone. The hardest part's still to come. What part? Telling everyone that your best friend is a cuck?
必要ない。僕は力尽きたりしない。
I don't plan to die anytime soon, so your services are unrequired as well.
校内での不純異性行為は認めるわけには
I must insist on curbing any and all improper behavior within academy.
あの子を悲しませたら承知しないの。
Oh. I will make you regret living if you dare hurt her, Holmes.
万が一にもその可能性はない。
There's little point in saying the impossible. Damn! What the fuck, Holmes? I will kill you if you're a douchebag to her. Sorry, already failed that one. Jesus Christ. Bro, come on. Holmes had countered every comment with a crisp retort of his own, shutting down concerns left and right, one after the next. Knowing all he said to be true, a smile couldn't escape me. You are right, you are a douchebag.
ミス・ホワ
あなたまで。
What? Slightly. Not you, too. Neither could my wanting to run and hugging him with everything in my heart.
まったく君は
Really now? Not even 3 minutes?
ごめんなさい。でも私、3分も待てないわ。
Forgive me, but 3 minutes is too long. It's okay. Emily doesn't know what a good relationship full of vulnerability and listening is. At the moment, 3 minutes 3 seconds was an eternity. If it came down to it, I was nearly ready to clobber him over the head with how I felt and what I wanted to do.
私はずっとあなたの手を取っていきたい。
I've dreamt of taking your hand. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
この先、どんなに振り回されても、私はあなたと一緒にいられるなら、どんなことだって。
No matter what happens, yes, yes indeed. As long as I'm with you, I feel as though I can do anything.
君はなかなか強引で、しかも大胆なレディーだな。
You're quite a bold young lady, aren't you?
だけど、どうやら君の望みを叶えられるのは僕だけしかいないようだ。
But it is my honor to be the one man who can make your dream come true.
喜んでこの手を差し出そう。君に向けて。
I would love to extend you my hand, Emily. So he did. His hand was now before me, and I felt along the creases of his palm gracefully with my nails, more from the thrill of the moment taking place than any sort of demurity, before our fingers interlocked. I did wonder if it was too intimate before our friends, but I still didn't want to let go. I knew there would be days where this decision would cause me to worry to no end, have me break down in tears, fits, and the like. God, this music really does sound like JRPG music. I need to find out who composed for this game. But what were a few tears? I had chosen an adoring, vulnerable hand to love me. He would protect me with the greatest love he had to give. By the day shining with hope or... Be the day shining with hope or labored with pain from him. That was fine, very fine, for I, too, had the strength to guide him when he needed it most. A few tears were nothing, given the reward. I could say in this moment that I was not proud of the tears, fear, and detours which led me to here. I would never, ever let any of it go. My memories, my journey, this hand, which I loved the feeling of when it held mine. There is now no night of fog too thick to keep me from taking another step forward. Oh my god, we became the Black Silence, let's go! Pair of gloves lent to me by Holmes whilst pursuing our case. Don't get near any pianos, Emily. The door to a new story in Gentle Sleep has been opened in the extras section. Alright, let's go check that out then. Destined End. Yay! We did it! I assume... Well, we'll have a good chunk of this stream to do epilogue. So I assume next stream will be starting the next guy's route. So I will make a poll on Discord that will end like in one day. So I should probably just make it now. Oh wait, hold on. Let me respond to something. Wait. Is this the same music? Where's the harem ending? Is this the same song? I can't tell. Sounds like Emily's singing though. For Guard, to be honest, yeah. It'd be funny if Holmes is the only one that got like an original song. But probably isn't. It's still showing the same visuals as everything. It's probably the same song. Alright, yeah, let me make a Let me make a poll. And then there were only 2. Yeah, but spoiler CGs. I hate that they have spoiler CGs for the ending theme. Easier to make 1 credit scene than like 8. Yeah, same song makes sense, yeah. Minecraft Junior. Okay, I need to pay attention. Who does the composing for this game? I'm very curious about that. I probably already missed the composer because we're on background art, but I hope I didn't. Who composed this game? Hato Doritsuki seems to have done a lot. God, yeah. Hato Doritsuki got like 3 credits in the last like 5 seconds. Is it Yumi Suzuha? Okay, I think it's Yumi Suzuha. I'll need to look that up then. Sound director, sound engineering. I'm very curious what stuff they've done. Okay, yeah, let me look that up. I think we're past the music. Let me see. What have they done? Let me take a look. Nothing I really recognize other than... But let me see. VGMDB? Yeah, I don't know any of the other stuff that she's done. She's a really good composer, though. This truly was a Detective Mysteria that takes place in London. But yeah, I really like this ending theme. I like the violin. The end. I'm so torn on which one to vote on, but yeah, it really is like, who do you want to do next and who do you want to end the game with? Alright, let's read our epilogue. But same, that violin is beautiful.
時には優しい眠りの中で
We were alone inside the 221B Baker Street office. Our only audiences were a dim lamp and the moon, and also the chair outside. Eh?
ホームズダメよ
Huh? Holmes, that's enough. It's not hard for me, just grim. Eh.
逃げるな
Don't go yet. As I lay back on the sofa, Holmes's attention was absorbed in me completely, cradling my shoulders as he leant closer to kiss me. Jesus! Ayo?
だけどお父さんが
Sexo? Watson will be home soon. Yo, he's going for it. Damn, let's go. Watson will be home soon. He already arrived home like 3 hours ago.
馬の世話に行った日は大抵遅くまで。
Oh my god. Emily, don't say that. I'll keep thinking it's NTR. Holmes, wait. Watson isn't here to see. No, he won't. On days when he's out to care for his horse, he's out till very late.
雨が降りそう。早く戻ってくるかも。
Both composers seem to exclusively do work for Otome Games, huh? But it looks like it might rain. What if he's home early? What do you mean? Watson is just off screen. Watson is actually inside the couch. I shall send him out again. Stay still. But our lips were joined. Then a hurried knock at the door disrupted us from our intimacy. Holmes, are you in there? He didn't answer. He steadily watched me, looked into my eyes, as if closely as he did how my lashes fluttered as I blinked. His breath held as we waited. Oh, it's just Hudson. Hudson is the new cook. What if instead of Herlock Holmes, his name was Her Freak Holmes and literally nothing was different? Her Freak Holmes. Shouldn't you answer her? What if it's urgent? Watson is in his secret crawl space where you can always see Holmes through a series of mirrors. Shush. She'll hear you.
今手が離せない。
I'm quite busy at the moment. If it's a letter from the inspector, just put it under the door. I'll read it later. If you weren't in there, you could have said something earlier. Fine. She slid her letter through the gap at the bottom as instructed. Through the corner of my eye, I could see the yard seal and the familiar scrawl that was Inspector Lestrade's. How did you know? Hudson, go away. I'm trying to fuck.
ミス・ハドソンの寮はおよそ
Miss Hudson came to the flat for three reasons: to bring food, to bring letters, or to bring guests. I didn't hear the clatter of tableware. No matter. I don't care for this talk. I should prefer kissing you. Damn, okay.
Let's read it. Just a moment. Wait.
Holy shit, man. Damn.
He had a way of enveloping me, making me short of breath simply by his candor. Holmes was dominant, appreciably so, in the many ways he would yearn for me. His hand moved from my shoulders. He guided his fingers down the fabric of my arms till he met my waist, kissing my cheeks, my chin, my lips, kissing my lips deeper as his hand slipped beneath me to hold me, deeper still.
君は嘘をつくのを口元に引きつる。
Holmes, when I said fuck work, I didn't mean it like this. Whenever you lie, your mouth twitches, just like it did then. You're a little liar. Man, kissing looks so gross when you watch other people do it.
Not as much as you are.
My arm hit the side of the desk by the sofa as my mind dithered to white. A clattering of documents and their accompanying inkwells spilling over brought me back. Well, yeah, kissing is something you don't see. Yeah, I feel so, like... This feels so scandalous to be streaming this. You clumsy fucking fuck.
Oh no, the ink.
Why'd you think you close your eyes when you smooch? Not important. Later.
But those documents were important. He was being foolish. But then, so was I. The feeling as his body made to
Earn me? Totally made me too giddy for it. This is so ugly. Like, for real, like, do we need to get Barney in here to censor, right? Yeah, I think we need Barney.
そう今君は
Alright,
Right now, you're... Holmes stopped. Moments before, he was unable to have a care for spilled ink. Now, as the fevered heat of his skin pulled away, something pressing, something distracting, caused him to avert his eyes. What is it?
階段のきしむ音がした。おそらくワトソン君だろう。
I heard the stairs creak. Must be Watson. I heard the chair creak. It must be Watson.
どうしよう。Drat, should I hide?
大丈夫だ。何も問題ない。
It's fine. Don't worry. It's Watson. We gotta stop making out now. It's fine. He's used to this. Holmes sprang upwards and was out the door before I could argue a word of protest.
あれどうしたんだよ
Oh, he's
なんか
got
慌ててないか
the new sprite in this epilogue too. Oh, you're a funny one today. But as you're coming out here in an awful rush. One day I'll kiss people again. He's gonna get in the chair. It's his favorite TV show, okay?
いや、君の足音が聞こえてね。
I just
今部屋
happened
に
to
入
hear
ら
your
れると困るから。
footsteps. I didn't want you
先に出て
coming
きた
in,
のさ。
so I hurried to meet you first.
困るって
You don't?
どういうことだ
Why not?
どうもこうも
The mice we've been
実験途中の
experimenting
ハツカネ
with
ズミが逃げ
escaped,
出した
I'm
んだ。
afraid. I've
その
still
足
not
取りを追う
found
の
them, so I don't
現
want
場を
anyone
荒らされ
coming
たから
in
ね。
and risk destroying valuable evidence.
おいおいそれってど
You
のくら
gotta
い
be
時間かかるん
kidding.
だ
How long do you think it'll take to find them? I'd like to settle in.
あと1日間は
An
かかる。
hour, maybe
その
two.
間に
In the meantime,
すまない
might
が
you be willing to
ミス・ホワ
escort
イトリ
Miss
ーを家
Whiteley
まで送
home?
ってくれないか。
Eh? Experimenting on mice? Yeah, what is his game here? Why the
な
laugh?
んだ今の笑いは。
Whatever you're conjuring, the
彼女
reality
に
is
は
that she was
君の
helping
代
me
わり
with our
に実験を
experiment
手
in
伝
your
ってもらっていただ
place.
けだ。
Holmes is going to hell before he dies.
ふんそれでドジな彼女がハツカネズミを逃がしちゃったってわけね
She can be a clumsy one. Was she the one who let them out?
いや、彼女が逃がしたわけではなく。
No, she was not the one responsible.
なんだじゃあ何をやっても完璧なホームズジュニアがうっかり逃がしちゃったのか
Really now? Then it was you, our flawless perfectionist, who had a moment of imperfection?
いや、どうだっていいだろう。誰が逃がしたかなんて。
No. What does it matter who is responsible? Holmes Jr.
I could hear them, faintly so, but my curiosity was piqued, so that I sat up and tiptoed across the floor to keep my presence minimal. I pressed lightly against the door, no creaks, good, and peered out.
いやちょうど今ホームズのやつに送っていってほしいと頼まれたところさ
Hi, Emily. Holmes is just asking if I would take you home.
He did? I don't want to put you out.
気にしなくていいっ
Never
て
do. I feel worse for interrupting your
楽しい
experiment.
実験の時間を
So very
探してもらってるよ おっと
Oops, you mustn't stare, Holmes. I'll be returning in a bit.
送っていったらまた戻る
Hey, you ain't fooling no one with that. Don't
もう戻ってこ
bother.
なくていい。
London streets on its foggiest nights were a most disagreeable place to take a stroll. Were a nobleman to make himself naked of protection as he walked in these hours, he would be stripped of his belongings by those of low standing or desperate Irish Why specifically Irish laborers? Is there like... Why specifically Irish? This is why people hang things on the doorknob. Do not disturb. I'm having sexo. Bruh.
There was a famine in Ireland? Ah. I see. Irish discrimination stuff, probs. So there was a lot of crime. Ah.
Noblemen, noblewomen, are not a noble at all. I suppose their standing in society made little difference. To chance it was an irrefutable act of idiocy or bravery, or so Pendleton told me. Watson hailed a cab on the street and helped me inside.
ボクソールにあるホワイトリー
The
邸へ
Whiteley
頼む
Mansion in Vauxhall, please. It was either that or death, yeah.
悪いわね。
You're
こんなこ
kind,
とま
but
でしてもらって。
I'm sure you'd much rather be in the flat.
君のことだ。
I know you. You would
このくらいの
insist
時
it
間な
wasn't
ら
that
って
late and walk home alone if I
一人で歩いて
weren't
帰るつもり
here, and
だ
then
な。
you'd get chased after by a mass murderer, and then you'd die, wouldn't you?
そんなことをされたら
Homes would have my head if I allowed it, you know.
殺されるは大げ
I
さじ
wouldn't
ゃな
go
い。
so far. You two just like to
みん
fret.
な心配しすぎよ。
いや
And
君の方
you're
こ
a
そ
strange
不用
enough
心すぎるん
character
だ。
in that you don't
それは
like to fret. I side with Holmes on this one.
そういえばさ、
Oh, but I was
さっきのハ
curious.
ツカネズミの
Was
実
what
験っ
Holmes
て
said
本
about the
当？
mice true? No. Question took me by surprise. What to say, to answer. This was a predicament. Lie? Of course I had to lie, but how to make it match Holmes' story? I had no time to verify.
ええ、本当よ。何十匹も一度に逃げ出して大変だったんだから。
Yes, all of it. You should have seen the way the lot of them were running around the place. Just a mess.
そっか。そんな部屋に一緒に住んでいる俺、不憫と思わない？
That does sound like a mess. Pray for the Blowcrest to live in the same room as them, won't you?
そうね。本当に大変。
Goodness, I do feel for you. Watson called out to the cab driver as we reached the Thames.
じゃ、俺はここで降りるよ。これ以上行くと戻るのに時間かかるから。
This should be safe. Any longer and it might take ages to get back to the flat.
ええ、ありがとう。
Alright, thank you very much.
君、幸せそうだな。
You seem happy. And then Emily gets jumped by Jack again.
そうかしら。
What? Do I?
すっごく。
Cross my heart. You're always so shy about it, but it makes you all the more charming. Damn, I wished I still had a chance. Fuck. Well, then, goodbye, Emily.
も
Watson.
うワトソンったら
Things you'll say. Goodbye, then.
また明日ね。
This would be a stop. He stepped off and the driver continued on his way to the mansion. I recalled earlier that day upon letting out the tiniest, most modest of sighs. My cheeks burst into flame. Stop that! Yes, because you can certainly command cheeks to change color. To contemplate how he looked at me, how impatient he was with the way he kissed me, made it worse. It had been several months since Holmes declared his love for me, yet months seemed not enough for me to be used to our romance. All of it was still so new and different. Holmes was clear in his expectations of me. I was not against them by any means, but to say, well, how to say it? Was I humbled by my inexperience? Overwhelmed? It made it difficult to know if I met his wants. I wondered, too, if all girls were troubled by worries such as these. How could I face him tomorrow? With a much more immodest sigh, I buried my face in my hands.
ホームズの部屋のハツカネズミは2匹だけだよ。残念だけど。
If only she knew there are only 2 mice in Holmes's room. Just a small trick, Emily. Watson entered the office to find his friend slumped on the sofa in an unlighted room. Yeah, I figured that was the case. Oh,
ワトソン君か。
彼女は馬車に乗せて途中まで送っていったよ。
I called for a cab and stayed with her till she was halfway home. Oh god, now what am I gonna do with this boner? Alright, help you. Oh, wait, alright, thank you.
ホームズ、なんか最近お前らしくないな。
Holmes, you've not been acting like yourself these days.
分かっている。そこを見てくれ。
I know. Look at that.
この依頼の束か。
Oh, Watson's got to deal with it now.
依頼を精査しなきゃならないのに。
All these potential cases. Pardon, I know sorting through this is my job.
いや、君は悪くない。本来なら僕が自分で見て依頼内容を判断しなければ。
Holmes, this is an intervention. You've been too horny lately. Yeah, it almost felt like I was playing an eroge for a second. You gotta stop that, Holmes. Nonsense. It's a small thing, and something I could have done just as well.
だけどエルロック・ホームズはミス・ホワイトリー賞に続婚だからそれどころじゃないんだろ。
But you, Sherlock Holmes, have fallen head over heels for our fair Miss Emily Whiteley. Could has now become can.
それを言わないでくれたまえ。彼女が帰るといつもたまらなく落ち込むんだ。
Please don't say that. Every time she leaves, all my energy leaves with her.
正直、事件がどうでもよくなるんだ。彼女の笑顔を思うたびに。
Oh no, he became an idiot. I don't want to think about cases. I just want to think about her smile. That alone makes my heart ache.
何も手につかなくなった。そんな自分に嫌気がさす。その繰り返しだ。
Can't is right. I can't bring myself to do anything. It's simply how it is now, and I hate it. Raising some loser flags, I see. Yeah, rest in peace, Holmes's brain cells. Oh no, he got too horny and his brain broke.
仕方ないだろ。それが恋ってもんなんだから。
You're in love. That's what it does to you.
まあ、そうだな。こんなに恐ろしく不可解な感情、僕は知らなかった。
He did so well for the entire route. This is so tragic. I know you're right, but to know how incomprehensible an emotion it really is. To learn that it is more painful once you're in love and not less that I had no idea.
なあ、ワトソン君。
Advise me, Watson.
僕はどうすればいい
What
んだ。
must I do? What is a detective who's forgotten how to be a detective meant to live for?
何をよりどころにすればいいんだ。
I think you should just fuck Emily and get it over with,
そんな質問
bro.
ぶつけてくるなんてな。
I never in my wildest dreams expected to hear that from you.
うまく言えな
How
い
to
けど。
say it? It might be best if you consider putting some
落
distance
ち着いて
between
考
you
え
and
た方
her.
がいいと思う。
But wait till I'm here.
見ていて。俺の方が辛くなるよ。
It hurts to watch you lose yourself in her. It hurts to watch you lose your goals. Mostly because I'm a cuck, but you know. Warm the chair for me first.
なあ。お前
Why
は
not
何
tell
のため
me
に
what it is that made you
この部
rent
屋ま
this
で借りて
place and
探偵を
become a
始めたの
detective?
君こそなぜこの部屋で僕みた
Why
いな
not tell me
頭
what
脳
it is that
明晰
made
な
you
皮
become
肉
the
屋な探
assistant
偵
to
の
an
助手なんてし
intellectual
始めたんだ。
cynic?
そんなの
Well, if I'm honest, it
最初は
was
父さんに
by
言わ
my
れてたけど
dad who made me!
俺にも
But
や
I
りたいこ
had
とが
goals of my own which lined up pretty nice
お前の
with
助手が
yours and I
楽しかった
came
から
to like working with
かな
you. Damn, this is just like our life being like, yeah, your dad like paid me $20 to be your assistant.
まあ、ペット探しから国宝探しまで何
I
でもやっ
felt the
た。
same. We took up
僕にこなせない
whatever we
依頼は
could, be it
ないと思
chasing
っていた。
down lost pets or finding national treasures. Started to think there wasn't a single case that I couldn't solve. Screaming.
でも今は
And now?
今は
Oh,
事件は
well,
僕の
you
中
see
に
it
ある。
plainly. The real
おそらく
case is inside
こ
of
れま
me.
での人生の
It's
中
the
で
dilemma of the
最高
heart.
で
A case that is
最悪な事件。
simultaneously the most fascinating and most agonizing I've had the distress of facing. And look at this.
これを見てくれ。
He shook his head before procuring a single request from a pile.
事件の書類がインクで
So
汚れ
many
て
of
る
these are covered in ink.
お前らしくないな
You usually give them more care
警
than
部からの
this.
伝言なんて
There's even one from the
封も
inspector
開けてない
that's
し
still unopened. Oh, hi there, Crystal! Hello! Thank you for the hydrate.
まあ、依頼の中には非常に危険なものもある。彼女がそばにいると開けるのが怖い
Yeah,。hello. Hope you're doing good. Indeed. Some of the requests we receive carry a degree of danger. I'm afraid to open them when she's with me.
だからほったら
Ah,
かしに
that
してたんだ
explains it. You're afraid of a pipe bomb!
どれどれ舞台「椿姫の脅迫事件」について名女優リリー・ラングの主演の舞台に 以下の脅迫状を届いた。
Let's see. Subject La Traviata letter. The following threat was sent to the production company behind the play La Traviata, starring Lily Langdon.
あさっての公演初日、公演をやめなければ、観客
I'm sorry to inform Holmes, but it's inedible you'll be associated with danger as long as you're dating Emily. True. If anything, you gotta be looking out for Pendleton. And there's a lot more. If you do not cancel the play's first performance on the day after tomorrow, I shall blow Albert's Hall to smithereens, spectators and all.
舞台の
And
関係
Watson's so weird about it. Let him settle into the relationship and he'll chill out. Yeah, like, they probably just started dating. Bro, this is just his honeymoon phase. Like, Watson is like, you need to stay away from Emily. Like, bro, just let him, like, enjoy it for a little bit. Okay? Many of those connected to the play are associated with the royal family and the theater. Do you suppose this is the work of someone who resents the crown? Ugh. Bottom part is too stained with ink to read.
資料を水で洗えば新しいインクは流れて薄くなるはずだ。貸したまえ。
It's so fresh. Give it here. I'll dab it with a bit of water and see if that clears it well enough. Holmes looked at the request from Watson, cheeks fluffed and a fair frown between them, before gazing out the window. Maybe he's just jealous. Yeah, maybe.
とりあえず明日はこの事件に取り掛かろう。レストレード警部も。
Holmes is a freaking teenager, man. He has his whole life left to be a detective. Yeah, he's still in school. He can take a break from being a detective. Well, we've read it, so let's get on with it starting tomorrow. Shan't keep Inspector Lestrade waiting.
あ、学校の後、スコットランドヤードへ
You're
行こう。
spending more time with her than me! Alright, then let's go to Scotland Yard as soon as lessons are finished. The next day passed in an uneventful blur. Wake up, have tea and breakfast whilst reading the paper, go to the academy, and sit through lessons until it was the end of the school day. My schoolmates shuffled to leave in a regular fashion.
昨日の手前ものすごく恥ずかしいけれどいつも通り
Yes, I can't be round him without blushing. I must behave. You can do it, Emily.
ねえホームズこの後ベーカー街に
Listen, Holmes, may
断る。
I... No.
まだ全部言っていないわ
I haven't finished asking.
聞かずともわかる。君の要件は一字一句余さず顔に書いてあるからな。
You don't need to
僕の
finish.
関わっている事件
What you
を
want is
手
always
伝う
writ upon your face. You want to assist in my current case, don't you? You've been Holmes blocked.
一緒に事件を解決しましょう
So you do know. Yes, let's solve it as a team.
悪いね。今日はワトソン君と進めようと思っている。
That's quite alright. Watson will be providing enough assistance for today.
それじゃあ
I
3
don't
人で手
doubt
分け
it,
すれ
but
ば
if the three of us were to split the...
いや、
Not
僕
three.
とワトソン君と
Watson and I will be working as two.
君は君
I'd
で
rather you work
動
as
いてもらえ
one.
ないか。
Damn. He mumbled with an indifference as he refused to face me. Whatever is the matter,
君
Holmes?
どうしたの
What happened?
何かあった
いや、僕の問
Nothing.
題だ。
As far as you may be concerned. The problem is mine alone. Oh my god, the fucking ridiculous drama. Thanks, Watson! This is Watson's fault. Yeah, it's all fucking Watson's fault. Fuck you, Watson. This is why you suck.
そんなこと言われて気にしないはずないじゃない
Regardless, I will be concerned. Can I truly be of no
力
help?
になれないの
My boyfriend won't let me see you anymore.
君も気づいていると思うが、
You must have noticed that my
最近僕の集中
concentration
力
of
は
late has
ワトソン君
been
にまで心
insufficient.
配されるレベル
Watson
だ。
has certainly noticed. Then your situation is grave.
辛いわね
あ、おい、
I
あんま
beg
りだ
your
ろ。
pardon. I'm not an
君も
idiot,
そこ否
and I
定して
don't
くれよ。
like your green tone, Emily.
とにかく、僕はしばらく君には会わな
If
い。
you understand why, then you know I intend to distance myself from you presently. I want you to intend the same to me. Holmes retired from the room with Watson trotting at his side.
not grant so much as a final nod of acknowledgement. Oh, Watson, you are an idiot. Yeah. You're the biggest idiot. Yeah, break up over literally nothing. Cool plot. Well, they're not breaking up. But why, Holmes?
まるで置き去りのワンちゃんね。
You're my favorite puppy, but I don't like the face you make when you feel abandoned by your owner. You can date me instead. Marple? Then you heard?
ええ、おばあちゃんが言って
The
いたわ。
entire thing.
愛情
Your
は
mother
花
once
と同
remarked
じ。
that love is like a flower.
ちゃんとお世話を
Tend
し
to
ない
it
と
and it will blossom.
美しく咲
Leave
か
it
ない。
be and it will wither.
お世話
I can think of all the times
され
Holmes
て
has
いた記
attended
憶
to
は
my
あるけれど、
needs, but I cannot
あの
argue
ホーム
if
ズに
I've
お世
tended
話
to
なんて。
his.
Yeah, I just noticed her dress is so much more poofier than Marple's. What's up with that? In Emily's point of view, it is.
子供はね、
Yeah, that's
構っ
true.
てばかりではなく、
He's a child,
時
and you
に
do
放
well
置
not
す
to
ることも
spoil
必要
him.
なのよ。
You need to leave them be when they act up.
Marple has nothing to prove.
でも私なら、
You've chosen one who takes to acting up as he pleases too. I know I wouldn't want to put in the work.
マープルらしいわね。
I knew you would say that, but
で
I
も
should
私、
like to tend to our little flower if I'm
そんな
able.
彼を見守りたいの。そう？ほん
Well then, on your
あ
head
な
be
たっ
it.
たら困った子ね。
That's your problem, not mine. Deal with it yourself, Emily. But I'll be here if you want to rebound. My smile was stiff. Marple, who sensed my pain, could do nothing more but caress my head.
お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。
Welcome home, my lady.
ええ、
Thank you,
And
Pendleton.
then,
I won't be needing dinner
今日は
tonight.
夕食はいらない
Girl,
わ。
you eat. Don't get depression.
I'm not gonna eat because I'm sad. Eat!
ひどいお顔ですが、
Why, you look
何か
awful.
悪いものでもお召し上がり
Didn't ingest poison, did you? As seems to happen whenever you're around a woman in this game? Have I left you so hungry that you scrambled for filthy scraps off the floor? Poison?
ま
I told you not to accept
Sonna koto
anything by a
shinai wa.
woman, Emily.
あ、野良犬じゃないんだから。
I have not and would never. Don't treat me like a stray animal.
お言葉ですが、
If I may offer
私
a
に連
brazen
絡もせず
counter
遅くま
remedy,
で外をほっ
that
つ
you've
き歩
taken
く
to
最近
wandering
のお
alone
嬢
till
様
late
は
into the night without telling me where you're going makes you no different to one.
I counter to that. I'm a young
私はもう
lady.
自分
I'm
のこ
old
とは
enough
自
to
分
look
でで
after
きるよ。
myself and would appreciate a bit
もっ
more
と信用
trust.
してちょうだい。
反論したら
To
元気が
disagree
出
with
て
you has never failed me once in reviving
温
your
かいハーブ
spirit.
ティーを用
I'll
意
have
する
someone prepare an warm herbal tea. Try to go to
早めにお
sleep
休み
early
ください。
tonight.
ね
Yes, I think I will. I took the first step up towards my room before I paused from a new question.
最近のホームズ君
How
はい
has Holmes
かが
been?
です
He hasn't been pursuing us many cases
あま
as
り
he
事
is so
件にも顔を
known.
出さないと聞きましたが、
That
そん
isn't
なこと
true.
ないわ。
We've been solving them
だ
together.
って一緒に事件を解決しているし。
そうですか。それはよかった。お嬢様のお力があれば、さぞホームズ君もはかどるでしょう。
Oh, so that's why not many cases are getting done because he's with you, huh? You're slowing him down. Did I mishear? Well, I'm sure you've been of great help to him.
そうね。
I do hope that.
おや、お嬢様は何かお悩みを抱えていますね。
Oh, I have an inkling there's a bit more to that than a hope.
いえ、そんなことないわ。
Just a hope. That's all.
そうですか。それならば、私からは何も言うことはございません。
So it is. Then I won't inquire further.
ところで彼は今、名女優リリー・ラングドン主演舞台の脅迫事件を追っているようですね。
Ah, but his latest case is making a particular commotion. He pursues the source of a letter which threatens the staff and cast of La Traviata.
本当？どうして知っているの？
Really? Where did you hear that?
知っているも何も、今日の新聞にも出ていましたよ。この事件の担当はレストレード警部で、今まさに専門家に相談していると。
It's hardly a secret, for it was in the paper just today. Inspector Lestrade is charged with investigating, and he is currently, as was written, consulting an expert in the field.
その公演私も見に行く舞台だわ。ホームズ
I was planning to attend one of its performances. Oh, Holmes.
椿姫は命を懸けた純愛を描く舞台。
La Traviata is a story of love and death.
大女優リリー・ラングドンと男優ハリー・マクドネルの共演が話題になっていますよ。
And that is co-stars Lily Langdon and Henry McDonnell, both of whose celebrity reaches far and wide, has made it a performance few would want to miss.
ええ、素敵な舞台になるでしょうね。私に屈して中止なんてことになったら。
We'd be a fool to miss it, really. It's guaranteed to be a wonderful performance, but what if they were to cancel it after receiving such letters?
お嬢様、今日はもうお休みなさいませ。
Tomorrow, my lady, it's time you went to bed.
A cold swept me. I braced myself to some pathetic avail, as my hands were chilled and my clothes did nothing to warm me.
To warm me, bleh. Emily was nowhere to be seen the next morning.
ホワイトリーさんは風邪でお休みだそうです。早く元気になると良いのですが。では、授業を始めましょう。
I have received notice that Miss Whiteley has caught a cold and won't be in attendance today. I do hope she recovers quickly, but for the rest of you, we'd best begin.
彼女が風邪なんて
I don't know if she's ever been out with a cold. Must be a nasty one.
見舞いに行くか
Do you want to pay Emily a visit later? I thought you told me to stay away from her.
今彼女とは
My
距
mind
離を
is
置
made
きたい
up, so no. Besides, the La Traviata case has the potential to claim countless lives. Our focus is to remain steady.
それはわかるし
I'm aware, and I was the one who suggested you two spend some time apart,
露骨に
but
遠ざけるな
my
よ
intent was some.
くらい言
I
ってや
don't
がって
want you to shut her out completely. Go see if she's well. Why is every
なんだ
thought or
こんなに
action
極端
so
になる
black
かな
and white with you? I should note the saying that if you can't save one
一人を
person,
救え
then
ないも
you'll
のは
not be saving
大勢
many.
を救えないって言うだろ
Yes, yes, you're
分かってる
right.
って
Enough of that
そんな
look.
に睨むなよ
I'll do my job as your assistant.
ちゃんと
Watson,
お前
you
の
were
助手
so
するから
dramatic. Yeah, Watson, shut the hell up. You're just making it worse, Watson.
Marple approached Holmes at the end of lesson, smacking her heel at the ground with heavy, deliberate steps. For her patience was up and her irritation could no longer be expressed in words.
She very consciously blocked his exit. Yeah, you tell him, Marple. Be his ass. 100% that's on you, Watson.
手短に言うわ。彼女の気も知らないで。あ
Damn.
なた、最低ね。
I shall be brief. The way you treat Emily makes you no better than a criminal.
君に
That's my
何が
girl. What gives you the right to say that?
わかるわ、おまぬけさん。いかにあなたが優れた探偵でも、女性の気持ちがわからなければ、人間の半分は理解できないわ。
My mouth blockhead. Perhaps you're as brilliant a detective as you claim. Or the truth is, you're a sham because you haven't bothered to learn how half the world's population thinks.
彼女の考えくらい僕には
You
わかる
tell him. Kick his ass. I know perfectly well what she is thinking.
あら、そうかしら。最近のあなた、面白いくらい行動が雑よ。今日も歴史の授業で数学の教本を開いていたわ。
Do you? I could laugh at your recent string of offenses, be they related to her or your absence of mind in general. Are you aware that in our history lesson today, you had your maths textbook open?
Holmes, you dingus, you haven't asked her. You don't know shit.
あれは午後の予習だ
You are not your dad, Herlock. You lack the opioid addiction. I was preparing for afternoon lessons. I know all there is to know about our country's history.
面白い冗談ね。
Watson was the one that was being super dramatic about it, about how he's ruining his life for being a hormonal teenager instead of being a detective. Yeah. And now he's got it like firmly planted in his brain. He's probably like, I have to not do this, or I'll never be a good detective.
If only we had maths this afternoon instead of French, truly. You become a whole new man since you started to fancy Emily, for better and for worse.
変わっ
And that is just the tip of the iceberg. Have I changed so completely? Yeah, you're a dumbass now.
それじゃ事件頑張って。
What part of you hasn't? I feel obliged to wish you, new man, well on your investigation.
Holmes had no counter. Marple, quite finished, turned her back to him with steps considerably lighter and long hair flowing to the fresh air that resulted after a fine venting.
やり込められたな、ホームズ。
I don't need this ring. I already know I'm a great detective. Oh wait, I fucking suck. Take that ring off of you, Holmes. Just got you, Holmes. If she were interrogating me the way she just did you, I'm not sure I would last 5 seconds.
変わった。
I know I've changed, but I don't need anyone else telling me.
分かっているさ。
I don't think you last 5 seconds very frequently, Watson. Damn. Watson shrugged. We overheard Akechi and Kobayashi were interested in visiting in their stead. Yeah, Holmes, if you don't go visit him, she's gonna get visited by Akechi and Kobayashi and Marple, and she's like, I should break up with Holmes and go out with the people that actually give a shit about me when I'm sick.
なあ、ホームズ。
Wouldn't you like to accompany them, Holmes?
明智と小
You
林
still
に
want to
任せ
work?
ていいのか？
Like, yeah, I'm also mourning the loss of Holmes's brain cells, but I doubt he lost that much brain cells.
なあ、僕らは
Yes,
事
we're
件の
going
現
to
場に
Albert
足を
Hall.
運ぶ。
Let's go.
行くぞ。
Watson, I think you would be crying in the fetal position.
でも、彼女は
What if your face is the only one she wants to see? You'd be mumbling about that dead deer during sex.
今は事件が最優先だ。
God.
行くぞ。
Resolving this case is more prudent. I said, let's go.
ああ、もう分かったって。
Alright, after you then.
申し訳ありませんが、
It pains me to turn you away at the door, but Lady
本
Whiteley has been feeling
日
unwell.
の面会
Would
は
it be impolite of me to
ご遠慮
request to
いただけ
return
ますか？
another day?
わかりました。
Not in the least. If you would, please give our regards to Miss Whiteley.
よろしくお伝えください。
Oh, and then she's gonna ask, oh, is Holmes with them?
今日の授業のノート
And give her those notes from class, too. Man. Watson, you're the one who said business first. You made this mess, now lie in it. Yeah.
はい。
We are killing Watson. Absolutely. I will do so later.
でも最近
Holmes
ホー
has
ム
just
ズっ
been
てレディー
cool
に
to
冷た
her.
いよな
I'm worried, you know.
なんか心配だよ
Pendleton, you hear like the sound of a gun getting loaded with a bullet off screen.
あ
Oh, what
俺が
about
横
this?
から
I'll
レディ
court
ーにかっ
her.
さらおうと
She would
したら
swoon over
少し
me
は
and
効
he'll
果
go
あるかな
absolutely mad with jealousy. Good idea. Leah, let's do that, Kobayashi.
余計に引っかき回すだけで
That's
しょ。
liable to make the situation worse. And remember,
小林くん、
Kobayashi, should your intentions be true, please ask me for permission before you try anything. Ugh, Pendleton, those eyes could slice a chap
目
in
が
half.
笑ってんの
Save me, Akechi.
助けて明智
I wouldn't be so hard on Watson if he at least admits he was wrong, but it's annoying that he backpedaled instead. Yeah.
自業自得です。
Like, I know he recognized that he caused that, but
己の身一つで試練
still.
を乗り越える。これも
You
鍛
reap
錬
what you sow. Call overcoming life's trials by your own hand another form of training.
そんな
No! And then Kobayashi died.
ペンデルトンの目はごまかせたわ
Thank God Pendleton believed me being ill. Are you gonna sneak out?
そろそろ18時ねまだ日は明るいわ
Rest in peace, King.
行きましょう
Okay, at least she's not sick. At least that makes Holmes not showing up make me feel a bit less bad.
It's nearing 6, but it won't be dark for a while longer yet. Off I go. I took caution when I sneaked out the mansion, after which I gathered my skirt and ran as quickly as I could to Albert Hall next to Hyde Park.
ホールを本気で爆破するつもりなら仕掛けるのは人気のない時それでいてゲネブロなど若干人の出入りがあって業者がいる時間帯よね
If they're serious about this, they'll set the explosive when the coast is quiet. The best time is going to be during dress rehearsals and the like, when very few would be coming and going. I suspect outside contractors would be among them.
ホールに爆弾を仕掛けて無差別に人を
To be
傷つけ
fair
よう
on
だなんて
Holmes, though, would you trust Emily near bombs? Yeah.
Why though? Why would anyone want to do this awful thing? Why kill so many innocents?
おそらく IRA だろう。
It's likely the work of the IRA.
ホームズ
本当に愚かなレディーだな、君は。
To be fair on Holmes, though, would you trust... like, sure, she became a little more capable in this route, but I don't trust her that much. Yeah. You're a fool. What made you think to come to a place like this alone?
だって
Because
だって
because he spoke to me. He was speaking to me. Speaking in that rude manner so natural to him, of course, but oh, who cared? I hadn't realized how sorely I missed him until my heart was singing by the melody of his voice.
私は私で動けばあなたに迷惑かけないと思って
You said you'd rather I work as one, so here I am, working alone.
そうだな。確かにそう言った。
True, I did say that.
こうなることは分かっていたはずなんだが。
Holmes can redeem himself if he just lets her come along at least, yeah. I should have known what would happen. Perhaps I'm the bigger fool. Yeah, you really should. Yeah, Holmes, you should know by now. If you tell Emily not to go somewhere that is too dangerous for her, she'll just be like, okay, I'll go without you then.
How could he speak of himself this way?
二人とも悪いんだけどさ。
I don't mean to interrupt, but now isn't the time to reflect on what ifs and should haves.
Shut the fuck up, Watson.
Watson stood behind him, a bitter smile telling me all I needed to know. Now is not the time to turn on the tap. I managed a fast, indelicate blotting of my eyes and nose with the sleeve of my blouse.
そうだな。今は事件が最優先だ。
Right, of course. This case is our highest priority. They're having a moment, Watson. Come on, bro.
短絡的な爆破予告。
I wanna punch Watson so bad. First the root sucks, now you're being like this. Come on, man. Short-sighted bomb threats, acts of terror that could lead to the loss of many. Both are hallmarks of the Irish Republican Army. Oh, I guess that's why they had to mention the Irish earlier, huh?
IRA って確かアイルランド義勇軍の略称だよな。イングランド連合国から独立するために過激なテロを行っている連中で。
They do have a history of similar unspeakable acts. Whatever it takes to break free from the United Kingdom feels like.
ああ、そしてあのモリアーティ教授も
Indeed.
アイルランド
Professor Moriarty has Irish ancestry as well.
What?
The fucking fist, Watson. Why does it look like he's putting his hand under, like, Watson's cape? It's like fitting perfectly under his cape. Look at that. Come on. Don't dump everything on the Irish, y'all. Tickle, tickle. What is his... Whatever, man.
それ本当なのか？
Is that true?
ああ、以前父が聞いた。二人は良くも悪くも付き合いが長いからな。
Father told me. I just thought I would mention it since he and my father have a history.
捜査の範囲を狭めていくと。
If we can find proof of the IRA's involvement, we can be quick to narrow down our suspects by their physical features.
例えば
What about that reporter over there? His hair's dark. Looks like an Irishman to me.
それっぽい。
記者ならば
A
侵
reporter
入
is
しても取材
unlikely
といえば疑わ
to
れ
be
にくい。
suspected.
カメラの
They
機
could
材
say
の
that
中
they're
に
present
自
for
認識爆
research
弾
on
が
an
入っていても
article,
ご
and it
ま
would
かせ
be
る。
no trouble at all to disguise a bomb within the camera equipment. What?
だけどそれ少し短絡
Why are
的
we
すぎない
suddenly, like,
侵入したら
talking shit on the Irish? Okay.
劇場はスコットランドヤードの警備も
Racial profiling now, Watson. Yeah, what the fuck?
It is premature to suspect any man on the street simply because he's a reporter. If you two have considered it immediately, wouldn't the yard and their many officers at the building consider something similar?
Yeah, what is Watson on today?
全くもってその通りだ。そんなにすぐ絞り込める方法で時限爆弾を仕掛ける。
Logic is hardly obtuse.
犯人
You're
はそ
right.
こまでバカじゃ。
The culprit would know this just as well. And they would never be so transparent with explosives.
おい、なら今までの
Then why put us on track to speculating the IRA at all?
犯人が
I wanted to see
IRA
if
な
you
の
were
は
a
おそら
racist
く
bitch,
間違いはないはず
Watson.
だ。
Turns out I was right.
もうすでに時限
Oh,
爆弾
don't
が仕掛けられてい
misunderstand.
る可
I
能
do
性が
think
高い。
this case involves the IRA. What I question, however, is why someone would come in with the bomb now when it's more likely to already have been planted. I mean, Holmes and Emily aren't saying no.
だけどどうやって劇場内に爆弾を？
Yeah, in general, I'm just going, why are y'all like this? Yeah. What? But when? And how did they manage to get it in the hall?
わざわざ中に入らずとも劇場を爆破する手段はあるさ。
And I bring it inside when it is easier to achieve the same results from outside.
この劇場の地下に
And
は
there are gas
ガス
pipes
管が
spread
張り巡らされ
beneath
てい
the
る。
building.
わずか
Using
な火薬で
those with even a
絶
small
大な被害を
explosive
与
would
えられる。
cause irreparable damage.
地下に
A
爆弾
bomb under the building?
怖いんじゃ
Of
ないか。
course. I don't want to imagine the damage done.
アルバートホールを犯行に
In
選んだの
fact,
も
they may have
ガス管ま
chosen
で簡
Albert
単に
Hall
たどり着ける
because
か
of this convenience.
配管が
They connect to Hyde
Mining
Park,
Hyde Park
so one
is
needed to step foot on the premises to set any bomb.
なら急ぎましょう。劇場
No
の地下
time
へ。
to waste. You need to hurry. So I guess the plan really is to arrest any person with a pint of Guinness in their hand? Virginia? Huh?
ここだな。
This is it. London and Westminster Gaslight and Coke Company, it says. It's a drink? Ah.
ガス管に書いてあるわね。長い名前。
Is that long name printed on every gas pipe? First one was correct? Oh, okay.
大英帝国の産業革命を生み出したのはこのガス管と石炭だ。ま
Like
あ、たまに
the
スモッグで前が
the
見えない
world。record. They made a drink out of the world record? It was these pipes which gave birth to the British Empire's Industrial Revolution, though they also gave birth to the smog that has caused many an issue. The path before us was pitch black. Its air was rife with dust that itched our throats and haunted by a dankness that made breathing an effort. There was the subtle impression that something, whatever something, could jump on us without warning. I braved this path against my instincts, fingers gripped to Holmes's arm to keep my creeping fears steady. Yeah, when you make a world record, they melt you down to liquid.
いけない。私ったら。
Oh, what am I doing? He can drink the Tommy Tallarico's records. God knows he won't be using them. But his mom is very proud. Their most delicious Guinness World Record. We weren't in a position for any sort of intimate touching, fear, or bliss. I let go, and he responded by taking my hand. His grip was eager but delicate, but he kept his gaze forwards into the blackness rather than to me.
足元に気をつける。君が転んだらどんどん大地震が起こって爆破前に劇場は全壊だ。
Take care where you walk. The earthquake that would sweep London if you were to trip may destroy the hall before the bomb. I let go, but to have him be the one to act, brief as it was, however crude he was in his gravity, encouraged me.
待て。何か物音がしない。
Wait, do you hear something?
勉強しているから位置は特定しづらいけど。
Yes, I can't tell where it's coming from, like the way it echoes off the walls, but I do hear it.
時計のように。何か規則的な音だわ。
It's quite a regular sound, like a clock. The rhythmic and organic ticking delivered through the quiet echo brought goose flesh to my skin. I strained through the dark to find its source.
見ろ、あれ。
Look, over there! He pointed to a small shadow. It moved. Something that clicked was on its back. It's a rat! What?
ネズミに爆弾とはな。これも
God only knows they would fix it to a rat. Wonder if this was upon the professor's insistence. No, take it off the rat!
The sewer rat struggled and panicked to fit itself between the pipes with an additional tiny explosive tied to its back.
爆薬の横に懐中時計が。時間は11時40分だわ。
There's a pocket watch next to the bomb. It reads 11:40.
We got the Fire Emblem ass music back.
20分後、劇場の舞台の幕が上がる。あの長身と短身が重なった瞬間。
She is so small, and her backpack is so full of explosives. The curtain rises in 20 minutes. It's likely designed so when the hands overlap, the current will run through and set the bomb to explode.
Rats. We are the rats. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We are the rats.
こんな小さいサイズ。小さい爆発
Rats,
しかで
rats.
きない
We
ん
are
じ
the
ゃ。
rats. Here to celebrate another birthday bash. But the bomb is so small. The explosion resulting would be like a feather to skin at most.
Not when there's a bunch of rats with them.
いや、ちょうどいい量だ。このガス管からガス漏れ
Like lava to the
あ
skin,
とはわず
really.
かな火
The
種が
gas in these pipes will be all a small bomb requires to turn monstrous in size.
ネズミが自爆テロなんて。
Oh, I wish they hadn't resorted to sending a rat to its death for their dirty work.
How are we to catch it? It was only about the size of a man's fist, and the bomb itself was slightly smaller. But as Holmes illustrated, the bomb's size meant nothing to the damage that could be done.
This is just like that movie where they can curve bullets. Hit.
We had to follow this bomb, closely, carefully, as its fat body scampered about with surprising agility through the darkest and most complex portions of the passage's design. We could keep up with it, but only just.
でも今日はラッキーだな。20日ネズミ捕りの名人が
Oh god.
2人もいるんだから。
How lucky that two of us happen to have some introduction to catching land mice.
I like how we established that Holmes doesn't like animals, which makes sense because Watson loves animals and is pathetic.
あとさ。
ごめん。
It was just a joke.
いや、君の言う通り、本当にラッキーだった。
I should say you're right. We are lucky.
どういうこ
How so?
ワトソン君、君の隠れた特技を僕は知らないとね。
Huh?
ラットスナイパー君。
What? Did I think I was ignorant of your hobby, Mr. Rat Sniper? Huh?
ちょっと待てよ。あれはもっと明るい場所だし、見晴らしもいいところだし。
Watson? Hobby? Wait 1 minute. I've only done so in well-lighted places where I can see the little things, I'll have you know. Watson? I think we should all, like, take turns shooting at him right now. I thought he was the Animal King. Yeah, bro officially lost his Animal King title. You enjoy shooting rats?
ラットスナイパー。
What bizarre nickname is that? Rat Sniper?
なあ、ワトソン君の隠
Has
れ
the
た
talent of our exact needing, or to
銃
be
の練習ライフ
precise,
と言うべきか。
he has made the mice his
ネズミ
partners
相
in
手に
training.
射撃
He
訓練
uses
を
them to improve his aim. What the fuck? I used to know someone that would talk about shooting mice, and I'm like, why? Like, I get, like, if they're infesting your house to want to take them out of your house, but, like, don't kill them!
そうだったの？
And don't shoot them!
凄腕になりそうね。
Like, that's so painful!
Then he should be able to hit such a small target with ease.
Ugh. Ugh. Watson, you are officially on my shit list. You like shooting rats. What is wrong with you?
練習相手には
Ah, good. We need to establish that Watson is good at shooting animals. Animals love him so that he has no shortage of partners that would risk death for his adoration, I suppose. Fuck this guy! I hate Watson! I hate Watson! What the fuck? I love animals, but I'm not particularly fond of rats. Oh, I guess that's why it's okay for you to murder them, huh, Watson? Animal king privileges revoked.
もともとは駆除目的も兼ねてだ。
I am reporting you for animal abuse. Fuck you. It's less for sport and more for exterminating them, but I confess it's worked miracles on my aim. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I didn't think you could go any lower. A Steam review said Watson was their favorite. I'm calling you out, random Steam reviewer. What the fuck is wrong with you? This your guy? Is this your king?
でもこんなガス管に囲まれた場所であれって
I mean, I guess, I don't know, bubonic plague or something? Ugh. The British fear the rat. But none of those were in a room full of gas pipes. I could very well hit one of those. To be fair, I guess they are still afraid of Black Plague. That is true, but I thought you were an animal king, bro. What the fuck?
暗闇で身を隠す場所も多い地下通。あの動く爆弾を捕まえる方法が
This passage is dark, as no shortage of places to hide. Pray, tell me if you have another suggestion for hitting a moving target. Watson gulped. Seconds are precious now. Each click indicated... Why? Okay, again. The rats are gonna die from the bomb. And your solution is to shoot them. Bro, and for one, wouldn't, like, if you're shooting it, there's a very real chance that you could shoot the fucking explosive that is on the rat and make it explode, right? Like, why? Oh, let's save the rat by killing it. God. The deception, the betrayal. I'm sorry. I'm getting riled up because I care about animals. Unlike some people. Watson gulped. Seconds are precious now. Each click indicated we were closer to the hour when that clock's hand would meet. Alright, I'll do it in one shot.
バタソン君、頼む。
Please.
僕の銃は
I know my way around a gun.
君の方が
Not nearly to your extent.
あ任せろ
Won't be a moment. Steadily from his bag, he removed his weapon. The breath he took to compose himself beforehand was long and deep. He took aim. So they just carrying guns around? Okay, cool. Holmeston made not a single movement as we watched. I didn't know this was America. Was it nerves that caused me to sweat? Was it the damp air? Both? It must have been nerves, for my nails were imprinted painfully into my palms as we waited for the gun to fire. Click, click, click. The clock was ticking. This fedora made me remember the Virgil scene in DMC reboot. Click, 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 click. Guns are legal. Yeehaw! A piercing pop perforated through the passage, followed by the sound of a contact being made. The hit was metal on metal. Moments later, the hiss of gas leaking from a pipe. You fucked up, Watson!
Watson!
As all color drained from my face, there was another pop, another shot. This one hit its target, the one skittish rat and the bomb dropped. Why?
見事だ、ワトソン君。一発目がおとりだったのは分かっていたよ。
Well done. A smart choice to miss deliberately with that first shot. Why?
どうしてもガス管直撃コースにネズミがいたから
You knew?
移
I
動して
wanted
ほ
it
しか
to
ったの
move
さ
away from the pipes to avoid hitting them myself.
そうだったのね。
So you planned that. The panic you had me in.
ドキッとしたわ。
安心するのは早いぞ。
Your panic is still
爆弾の
out.
時限装
The
置はま
timer
だ生
is
きてい
still
る。
active, Miss Whiteley.
早急に
Cover
回
the
収だ。
pipe's hole with your handkerchief
君
and
は
we'll recover
フ
the
ァンの穴を
bomb.
ハンカチで塞いでくれ。
Watson put out the bear trap so that a girl would try and free the animal trapped in it so he could develop one-itis for her.
わかったわ。
God. Alright.
俺はスコットランドヤードを呼びに行ってくるよ
I'll return and telephone Scotland Yard.
どうしたのホームズ？
Why'd you look so flustered, Holmes?
いや、一瞬ワトソン君の銃声にしては少し太い音、2発分の音が鳴った。
No reason. I heard 2 shots, one of which was a deeper pitch to Watson's gun, or so I imagined.
彼の弾丸はネズミの胴体に
It was
見
a
事に
perfect
命中していた。
shot, but I've reason to believe a second one made contact with a spot not far away. Well, this route, it certainly turned.
ワトソン君の一発しか
What
命
the
中し
fuck
てい
is
ない
this
んです。
epilogue? What could it have been if not another gun? It baffles me. You know what? Yeah. Ending here for the night. I'm not gonna deal with this right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. LMAO. I'm done. I'm done. Watson has me clocked out. This whole stream was just me getting pissed off at Watson. Fuck off, Watson. Worst boy. Worst fucking ass ever. Fair. This fucking sucks. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna end stream here, by the way. Yeah. I'm not. This is not it. This is not the vibe. Leviathan. Virgilius is actually super sweet and tried to make things better in the city. Watson has the Rat Slayer title in every MMO. God. London Detective Mysteria. Watson is the animal guy, but he shoots rats for fun. Yeah, I need a break. I need a break. I'm gonna go for today, everyone, but I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a good night, guys. Good night. Oh yeah, art time. Yeah, art time. Whoops. And I'm not looking forward to the next one. Yeah, let me put on my music. It's at the end of every stream we do art time. If you have a piece of art that you'd like to be shared, please join the Discord. And share in the art time submissions thread under the art general channel. It can be art, memes, photography, etc. as long as it is something that you yourself made in some way, shape, or form. But with that out of the way, let's take a look. So our piece of art, oh wait, can you guys see that? Oh, no, hold on. Here we go, let me, no, not filters. There you go. Black. But predictably, I posted Cookie Yowie. Alright, let's see your Cookie Yowie. Oh, whoops. Let me move that up. Stop teaching about the truth. Why should I? Stop coming over if you're too busy. But I enjoy your talks. You make for a fascinating debate partner. Stop serenading me late at night and just ask me out normally. So it's a yes? Oh, I love their facial expressions. I really love this one on the very bottom. They look so cute. I love how excited Black Milk Cookie looks for this. I love like Pure Vanilla Cookie's eyelashes too. It's really nice. Gay. Very, very gay. Yowie even. Yowie zowie. A really good comic. Thank you kindly. Yeah, this is their aesthetic. This is their dynamic. I've been kind of wanting to stream playing this game. Just so I can see the Yowie. Maybe. This fucking sucks, actually. Correct. So true. So true, dwarf. I'm sorry for dragging you into it. No, don't be sorry. I am down for the toxic Yowie. Yeah, Yowie Zowie. Yeah. So what did we learn today, everyone? Watson fucking sucks.